baby. Must be in the stars, baby. Sometimes life seems so hard to me. Every time I try to start, baby, all seems to fall apart, baby. Sometimes life seems so hard to me. That's when I fall down deep in your arms, and your magic works a spell that's a bit by your charms. You chase away the goblins and the demons that live in my head. Maybe realize what the we will be. Written between the lines of every history. Still I believe in more than what I see. Sometimes life seems so hard.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, sometimes life seems so hard, baby. A little song I'm working on called Life Seems So Hard at times. And indeed, but you have to struggle through it, man. You have to give it all you got. You know, nobody promised you a rose garden, as the saying goes, right? You have to suck it up and keep moving on. I mean, this weather is depressing, for one thing. Talking about, I mean, you want to talk the blues? Man, we're in this system that's like cloudy and rainy on and off. And it's been like this for a week. And I think we got another 5-6 days to go before we might see some sun again. I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's like been like this up and down the East Coast, I think, for a while. So we're in one of those systems. But the sun is going to come back for sure. And like peace is going to come back as well to the Middle East. But like this weather, you know, we don't know exactly when it's going to happen for sure, even though you can read the weather report, right, for the weather, and you can listen to Trump as far as the Middle East goes, and he says, yeah, we got the deal almost 95% done. You know, everything is fine. The stock market is still booming. Man, look at the stock market. I wish I left my money in the stock market. And, you know, so he's always optimistic about what's going on in the Middle East and with Iran. But at the same time, he's no fool, and he realizes who he's dealing with. I hope he does anyway. I mean, he's talking a lot to Pakistan right now. And can you trust Pakistan? Come on. And he's talking a lot to these other Arab countries like Qatar. Can you trust Qatar? Tell me, can you? And he's thinking Iran will actually make a deal. You know, there's somebody in the regime, the current regime, that will actually sign a deal, and they will behold by it. I don't think so, you know. It's just too many ifs. But there's a lot in the background we don't know, you know. I mean, yesterday he did attack some missile sites and some boats in the Strait of Hormuz, around the Strait of Hormuz. So they're on top of it. Israel is still attacking its enemies, especially in Lebanon. That's a big problem with these drones. You know, they have these drones and they're hard to shoot down. And there's like fiber optic cable. You know, it's like like you fishing with a fishing line, a long fishing line. It goes out maybe 10 meters or more. And it's really hard to defend against it. It's funny. It's such a cheap weapon. They put a little bum on it. And they're killing people all the time with it, you know. Every day you heard about an Israeli soldier getting killed by one of these things in southern Lebanon or in Israel. I guess it's coming into Israel as well. But if you look at certain cities, I saw this on social media. I saw this, I think it was on YouTube, where there were one podcaster was showing where in Ukraine, there are some villages that have been totally annihilated by these drones, and their fiber optic cables all over the landscape. It's like, I don't know, something really weird. You know, you walk through the landscape and you're tripping over these fiber optic cables all over the place. It's a major problem. They've been trying to use fish nets. You know, if you put a fish net over a certain area, then it'll block the drone from coming in. But they're running out of fish nets. So it is a big problem in the Middle East, among other problems they got. But that seems to be the big weapon that's giving everybody a hard time. And it's such a cheap weapon to make. You know, it's like when during the Revolutionary War, the American Revolutionary War, we had all these bushwhackers and ambushers that would pick off the British. They had no idea what was going on. They weren't used to fighting like that. They were used to fighting in the open field. You know what I mean? Not fighting people hiding behind trees. So it's the same kind of thing. It's a new technique in war. And yeah, we're having a hard time dealing with it. But I'm sure they're working on it. And I'm sure they'll come up with a way to defend against these drones. But as far as the diplomacy goes, I just don't understand how Trump is going to make peace with Iran, even though a lot of people are betting on it. I mean, you can look at the stock market and see that a lot of people are betting on it. He's going to make some kind of peace. But I mean, I know the Arab mentality. I married an Arab. Well, really, she's not Arab. She's Jewish. But she was born in the Arab world. She was born in North Africa. She's actually a true African American. She was born in Algeria when Algeria was a part of France. And before the Muslims kicked them out. And yeah, I don't think there's any Jews in Algeria at all. It's totally run by Muslim socialists as well, Marxist socialist Arabs. And they've taken over. Not only do they control all of Algeria, I mean, did France lose that war? Not only did they get kicked out of Algeria, now Algeria has taken over, or at least Algerian other Arab immigrants have taken over France altogether. If you're Jewish in France right now, you have to hide your name. Like if you have a Jewish name like Cohen, Levine, or something like that, that's obviously a Jewish name. So you have to change your name. And also the Jews, they put on the door a mezuzah. It's a sacred object that's put on the door. You might have seen them if you're not Jewish, and then inside there's scripture. So it's supposed to keep your house safe. But in this case, it doesn't keep their house safe because the Muslims know where the Jews live, So they have to take down these mezuzahs and they have to change their names. You believe in this in France today? And my wife, she still has a mom there, and her mom says, why don't you come over here and take care of me because she's getting older and stuff. And I don't think my wife really wants to go back to France and live in that situation. I mean, she's always had this horrific feeling that she would end up with a burqa because of all the influence of the Arabs. And that's the world we live in. I mean, look, we got Mambani here in New York. Who would have thought? So we really are battling, us in the West, us who believe in Western traditional traditions, who believe in, Judeo-Christian traditions, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, freedom, justice, and the American way, mum and apple pie and all that. We are fighting hard against this influence by the Islamist and by the woke, the left. The left are totally in cahoots with these Arabs, with these jihadists, and they all want to bring down Western civilization. They all want to destroy Western civilization. And is Western civilization up to this battle? I mean, this is a battle that goes beyond the battlefield. It's in everything we do. They have infiltrated everything that we do, thanks to the Muslim Brotherhood and all their organizations. So here in Atlanta, local elections, you can see the Arabs everywhere on the ballot. And it's hard to push back when the majority are woke, are Democrats in the area, because they'll vote for these Arabs, Oh, they're just like us, Oh, they don't want any harm. They just, and they're totally clueless, uneducated in most cases. Anything against Trump, right? So if it's against Trump, they're going to go for it, If Trump finds a cure for cancer, they'll say, no, it's not good to have a cure for cancer. It'll take work away from the doctors or something like that. I mean, it's absurd, but we live in an absurd world. We really live in an absurd world. And that's all I got to say for today, because I got other things I got to do. And all you can do is sort of chuckle. But I mean, you have to take it seriously. So you have to speak up when you can. You have to fight back, because it's all a battle. It's just battle now. Battle lines have been drawn, and I hope you know which side of the line you're on. I hope you know I hope you find the good side to fight on, and the side of light, the side of justice, the side of God, the side of tradition, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. And yeah, and MAGA. Yeah, make America great again. That's what Trump's doing. You got to give him effort, but he's got so much he's got to fight against. And now they're after his daughter, Ivanka. You see where the Arabs, the Iranians want to kill Ivanka to get back at Trump. for his for his all his stuff he's doing against Iran. Who's that guy you took out not too long ago? The big he was making all the bombs and the weapons and stuff for him. Somali or something like that. I forget his name. But anyway, that not only did he take out that guy, Trump, but he's taken out 3 levels of leadership in the Iranian regime. He's taken out their Air Force. He's taken out their Navy. He's taken out a lot of their infrastructure. He's taken, he bombed their nuclear facilities, even though the whole fight is over what happened to this stuff that's left over from the nuclear facility, uranium and stuff, and they still have it, and he wants it, and of course Trump wants it back. He wants to make sure they don't have the nuclear weapon. And how he's going to get that, I don't know. I'm sure you're fed up with all this back and forth dealing with Iran. I wish they would just bomb them to hell and get it over with. But that's my 2 cents. Anyway, this is Bob on Bob's Blues in the News. See you next time. And I'll just go on out with that little tune. Life seems so hard.